name is Vivian Kwan, and I've been coming to Northgate for a little less than a year now. And I grew up as a Christian. I grew up in a Christian household, I should say. Going to church every Sunday, and mom and dad would bring us. It was just the whole Sunday school, like vacation Bible study. I was serving in every way possible. In the worship team, I played a bunch of instruments, and in high school, I was just like so devoted, I started leading worship. And then I went to college, and it was a great time. But it was my first time in my life where I was challenged the most with my Christianity. And I think that's when I hit the real world. That's when I was really tested, I think, by God, and it was really hard to be a Christian, and I was always a people pleaser. I feel like saying no to friends was an absolute no for me. I was living this life that wasn't exactly how God wants me to live, but for some reason in my mind, I thought it was okay, and I had the boyfriend, I had the job, I had, I had the friends, and I was just living this worldly life. It was about 4 or 5 years ago. Me and my boyfriend at the time, we were out one night, we were at a concert, and we were drinking. I decided to drive that night. We were trying to go home after the concert, but we were in a very protected area with a lot of cops for safety. I got pulled over and I ended up getting a DUI. That probably was where I hit rock bottom. I'm shoot, what am I doing? How can I let this happen? I mean, luckily, it's not like I crashed and it was just one of those safety checkpoints where luckily nothing really bad happened, but it really made me evaluate my life. I realized even though I was so satisfied with the things that the world was giving me, it doesn't ultimately satisfy me at all, because I realized after that I was still really lonely and really broken. When I moved back into my parents' house, the first thing my dad was you know what, if you're gonna live in my house, you have to go to church. That's my only requirement. And I only came up to Northgate because there's a pretty cross in the front. So I came and I sat in the back, and I tried to be as discreet as possible. And of course, growing up here, going to Venetia High, the second Sunday that I come, I see someone from high school that I know. And so, through that, things started rolling. I started coming back repeatedly on Sundays and going to Bible study, and then slowly meeting people to a point where I met Serena. And then months later, she convinced me to do Rooted. I went through this amazing experience where I learned a lot about God. Back then, I thought I already knew everything about Christianity, but just to start over, to really bring myself down and be I need to learn more. I don't know everything, and ultimately I need God in my life. I had this sense of humility and just be humble and be I can't live this life without God. I can, but it's nothing as satisfying as the joys and the peace I have when I am with God and allow Him to really okay, I'm just gonna surrender. God, I don't know where my life is gonna be next, but as long as you guide me and as long as you're in my life, it's all good. This relationship with Him now, it's stronger than ever, I think, and I don't know, it's just awesome. And yeah, that's my story.
Amen.
I love that. I so enjoy being a part of a church that tells what God's doing in people's life, and I'm thankful that you're a part of that. And obviously, that's somebody at the Venetia campus, but we've had stories in San Francisco, and I'm so excited to see what God does here, and all the many more stories about transformation that can happen. And someone who said, my dad made me go to church, and then I found Jesus. And I'm so thankful that we're a part of that church. And so we have a thing here at Northgate where we cheer and we celebrate our tithes and offerings. And we don't do that because we're trying to manipulate you into giving more money. We do that because as a member of this church, as a person in this building, you know that your very presence here matters. And you know that God can do amazing work. And so we celebrate when he does do amazing work, but it doesn't happen without generous giving. So my friends, when I say it, we clap, we cheer, we get excited for our generous giving time. Yes. Oh man, it's so good. So that's why we do that. We have lots of places that God has been so generous to us, and so we just give back. And there are envelopes you were handed. There are boxes at the back of the room in the lobby out there. You can also give online or through the Northgate app. The Northgate app is totally free. You can download that, no problem. And it has the Bible on there and so much more, podcasts and everything else. Another thing we do every Sunday is a thing called the Dollar Club. And for those of you who are in the room and are in the know, it's going to cost you $1. $1. And on its own, you look around and you say $1, each one of us giving $1. Well, that's, maybe a couple $100. That'd be pretty amazing for somebody. But because we're one church in 2 locations, even we have an online campus where people are checking things out online, we take the numbers from here, the numbers from the web, and also the numbers from Benicia. That could be $1,500, $1,600, $1,700. How amazing is that? Somebody can receive that money every week. So money comes in and money goes out. Money comes in and money goes out. That's how generosity works. We don't keep this for ourselves, and it's not about how awesome we were. But I have personally been at a spot that has changed my life when somebody who was generous with $1,000. Have you ever been in a spot where $1,000 would have changed your life? My friends, I didn't have tires on my car. I was working to save money for a ring for my wife. And somebody goes, hey, buddy, you got to drive up there and get proposed, got to get engaged. Here's some gas money and here's some new tires. That changed my life. Now, maybe that could have happened later, but it would not have happened. Generosity can impact so many things. So don't miss out on an opportunity to be a part of this generous community today. It's so important. We have a few announcements for you to understand and see some things that are going on. And then after that, our pastor, Kayla, she's going to be up here to deliver a great message. So watch the screen.
Good morning, Northgate Bethel. We're so glad that you're here today. We have been able to get a limited number of tickets for the annual All San Francisco Symphony Night on September 5th at 8 p.m. at Davis's Hall. If you're interested in going, you can sign up to get tickets at the info desk. The cost is only $12 each, and we have a limited tickets to no more than 4 per family. You'll need to pay for the tickets at the desk. If you have any questions, feel free to come and talk to us. We're so thankful for all of you who serve here at Northgate Bethel. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. As the kids go back to school and your families find new rhythms, we would love for you to consider serving in some way. There are so many different ministries to be a part of that meet both on Sundays and on various weekdays. There's something for everyone. If you're interested in getting more involved, let us know. You can check the box on the connection card indicating your interest in becoming a change maker, and someone will be in contact with you this week. We would love the opportunity to connect with you, and a simple way that we get to do that here is through our connection cards. Take some time to check those out during service. We also have the same exact connection card on our Northgate app in the Sundays tab. You can download that for free on Apple and Android. If you're new with us, we would love for you to let us know by filling out that connection card and bringing it out to us in the New Friends desk out in the lobby. At that New Friends desk, we have a special gift to say thanks for checking us out. We want to give you an invite back and answer any questions that you might have. If it's your second or third time with us, or maybe you've been coming for a while and you've never let us know that you're here. Either way, we'd love to see you over there. We have another gift for you, but most importantly, we want to get to know you and see how you've been enjoying Northgate so far. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram. If you haven't yet, you can download the Northgate app for both iPhone and Android. There you're going to find links to sermons, stories, podcasts, and so much more. We're so glad that you're joining us today.